Hey everyone, I'm going to give you an unconventional opener. Typically when I do these, I like to talk about the episode prior, but I just recently discovered that Netflix is pulling the plug on Supernatural. So by the time you've been watching these, a lot of these aren't streaming on Netflix anymore. So my apologies if you've been basing all of this off of Netflix. Our timestamp and everything works off of Netflix. So I did not know that they were going to change this. And it's very frustrating because it makes it harder for you guys to sync up with us from earlier episodes. But to get ahead of things, as soon as it becomes available on Peacock, you will be able to continue watching Supernatural episodes. The entire series is moving to Peacock officially of December 22nd. By the time you watch this, it will be long past that. It kind of binds my hands, so there's not a lot I can do to get it as equally matched on this front as I can. So I think the best thing I can do is I'm going to set it up so that you can periodically see some of the video. My poor editors are going to be so confused. There's always someone who's got to complicate things for us, but you know, we're here, we're going to do our best, and we're going to make it as enjoyable of a watch for you guys as possible. Without further ado, let's get to season 9, episode 14.
I mean, the bunker is warded and sigiled from top to bottom. There's no way something came in from the outside.
Okay, so whoever's haunting us died here.
But why now?
In the letters?
It doesn't track. I mean, we're the first
Why now?
50 years. Why would a ghost wait so long to get its spook on?
It must have been a more recent death.
This ghost? It's not Kevin.
I'm thinking it is.
Kevin?
I'd say it's him.
We commit her body to the ground, earth to earth, ashes to ashes, dust to dust, with the clear and certain hope of resurrection into the eternal life.
The monster.
Who's the monster?
Bartholomew.
Bart.
Anything?
A couple of dings, little EMF activity, but mostly silence.
So he's back in the Vale.
I guess so. A fumbling breakthrough. I mean, you gotta figure it took Bobby months to make contact.
He's new at this.
Right. All right, you're up.
You have someplace to be?
Oh, this guy.
His blade.
I thought we've met him before.
Standard security protocol. Can't be too careful these days.
Hello, Bartholomew.
I was like, that. I know that name.
Dark. There was a vent. We could talk to one another.
Okay, and the walls. Can you describe them?
Bare. Cement. Except for the door, that was metal, but...
What a horrible, horrible experience.
Ridged. You mean like corrugated?
Yeah! I tried to lift the door, but I couldn't. Locked from the outside.
Maybe a storage unit? Maybe. Kitty, who was holding you there?
2 men.
Oh, horrible.
When they came, I could barely see. The first guy was British, I think. Kind of short. Loved hearing himself talk.
Crowley?
And what do they want?
It was just the other guy.
Who's the other guy?
He thought it was just him. He tried to escape. I ran so hard, so far.
But what?
Candy, you there? What about Ms. Tran?
Candy?
Horrible. It's so horrible.
Realizing they were more trouble than they were worth.
That had a lot of subtext in it. Business-like.
Ministries Inc. for our own use. Buddy Boyle. So you killed him? No. We made him and his colleagues vessels. At least those who didn't go pop. What's out there for you, Castiel? What do you really expect to accomplish?
This is so weird.
You'll never find Metatron that way.
How'd you know about Metatron?
I figured that's why you were pursuing Rebecca, engaging with her follower. We have different methods, Cass, but we want the same thing.
Nailed it.
Can I help you?
Yeah, hi, Agent.
So funny.
McVeigh. Need to take a look at your rental records.
My manager's not here. I really don't think I should.
Hey, the records, pal.
Barry! Bring out the rental binder!
You guys match.
There you go, sir.
Okay. It's all leased by the same guy, D. Webster.
They're just held in a storage container?
As in, like, Daniel Webster?
Well, I know a lame Crowley joke when I see one.
I could show you.
Please do.
That'd be great.
No friggin' way.
It's Sam. Sam. Oh my gosh.
Sam. We have to get out of here.
I thought she was so dead.
Is Kevin with you?
You should have put something in front of the door. That's the other dude?
Then kill him. And you're going to help. You always thought you were better than me.
Again, you said he could leave. Did you not mean that?
Should we put your superiority to the test?
God, you're so melodramatic, dude. You're so melodramatic.
No. Angels fighting angels. Has to stop somewhere. Might as well stop with me.
Yeah, come back up for a strike. Yep. Dude, you had so many chances. Yeah, that coming. No, he's not your boss. Oh, yes.
Do the honors, Miss Tran.
Yes.
With pleasure.
Hey, lady, I swear. I was just following orders.
Take me to my son.
Cannot believe she's still alive. I mean, she's awesome, but I'm sad. I'm happy, but I'm sad, you know. But she has to.
You here? He's alive.
Doesn't he know? I feel like when you're in the veil, you would catch on to
I wanted
this.
to give you a moment to process.
No.
It's his father's. Mr. Tron died when Kevin was a baby. It's the only piece of his father Kevin ever had.
Sorry I created this chaos. Sorry I couldn't do more to fix it.
Creating chaos.
You may have lost the war, Rebecca. But you tried a new way. I have my respect for that.
What now?
I don't want to fight. But if I have to, I will.
I didn't come to fight.
What did you come for, dude?
When I fell, I thought I had no choice. But yesterday you showed me that there is a choice. And I choose you.
Weirdo.
I'm sorry. I'm no leader.
Yes, you are.
Whoa.
For a year because of me. Now that I found her, not letting her out of my sight. She's my responsibility.
You were ours. We failed you.
Sam, I know that wasn't you.
Ha 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 ha.
Just because you couldn't see me doesn't mean I couldn't see you. The drama, the fighting. You two, you're both still here.
Of course. Promise. Yeah.
Wow. I'm glad Kevin got to be the one to push them toward that. He's not keeping his promise.
Yeah, okay.
All right. Well, it was nice to see Kevin again. And it's nice that something kind of good came out of it, but, you know, I don't blame Sam for still being like, no, but it would be nice if we could move beyond this. It's nice that Ms. Tran is still alive. There's a lot of good that came from that. I'm curious what the heck Crowley's up to. Why he didn't do anything. Like he's not God, but he's still semi-omnipresent. You'd think he would have caught on. This was a very Crowley episode for not having Crowley in it. That's all I got to say. And I also really appreciate that we had such a standalone storyline with Castiel. Like he's really holding his own. I don't think Crowley ever gets his own standalone like storylines too often like that. So that was really refreshing and cool. But anyway, I'm tired and this water fast is killing me. That's what this is all about. And I'm eager to get to the next episode. So let's keep moving.